Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me again, Alex, here on a beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day. Despite that slightly cold, a little chilly, but not as bad as it was the past few days with all the extreme cold and, freezing our butts off. But no, it is perfectly fine. It's definitely a nice day to be going for a walk. But yeah, we're here at the start of the Greektown district here on the Danforth at Jones Avenue. And yeah, we're back here in the East End of the old state of Toronto, and I thought I would film a walking video here along one of the city's most interesting streets that you can probably get stuck in a time warp. I've heard a lot about Jones Avenue, and I have to say, after like looking up like the neighborhoods and even like going on Google Street View and seeing some of our videos, this should be very interesting because a lot of the homes here are pretty much old school or original. It feels like it's never left the zone, like let's say the 70s. I'm not sure what neighborhood we're actually in. We could be in the eastern end of the Riverdale neighborhood. Could be wrong. But again, it is very beautiful outside. I'm very, very glad that we can all see a sunny day. So, otherwise, if it was like freaking rainy, I would have been home. And yeah, today is the 8th. Not the 8th. No, today's the 6th of February, 2023. Monday afternoon, 12:31 p.m. Yeah, that's an interesting homes on there. I love that. And there's still a little bit of some ice and snow from the past few weeks, but since this week we're going to be above the freezing mark, potentially most of the snow could melt away. I'm going to wear my spring jacket, but nope, I got the big ass winter coat on because it's -2, and when I left home it felt like -9, so give or take. Except for that home right there, it's definitely rebuilt. I don't know if Jones Avenue has some commercial activity, but I definitely don't mind walking down the residential streets. Mind you, the eastern end of the old city of Toronto has some very nice, interesting neighborhoods. Well, when I say that, I'm talking about like east of the Don River, all the way up to Victoria Park, where Scarborough begins. Looks like they're doing some construction here at the school. I can't actually tell if the school's operative, cause look how fenced up it is. What, are they gonna tear it down, or I don't know. Yeah, at this point I might be in Riverdale, who knows. Let's check the map here. No, we're in the Blake Jones district. Ah, interesting. Yesterday was a bit cloudy. It was also slightly warmer than this. I wasn't really in a good mood yesterday. I was like ranting and a bit of swearing as well in yesterday's walking video. But I'm fine now. You have to, of course, vent it out, let out your frustrations. It's just it's gonna be the occasional video where I sometimes swear or not. But still, I am trying to quit it, at least. Not full time, but can't promise. Where we started out of the Danforth, there were 2 incidents that made it to the news. I think it was last week or a week or 2 ago. Retired CBC journalist. He was randomly assaulted and he died later. I wasn't sure if it was at where I started or was it at Woodbine. I don't even remember. But either way, it was somewhere along with Danforth, and I've heard that name many times. It's sort of my mom because she always listens to CBC and Michael Finlay. And then it was a couple of days. Hey, look, there's the CN Tower, right where this. What is this place here? Gold's Cemetery. Sounds European, but look at that. We got the CN Tower there and the shots looking to the west. Love it. Yeah, and then 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? Yeah, someone got fatally injured in a hit and run at Danforth and Woodbine. I heard there was an altercation, and then someone intentionally got into their car and just ran them down, killed them. What a piece of shit. I hope he got locked up in jail, rot. But here's the thing, though. Toronto police likes to do things a little differently. They're like New York, NYPD. They lock the criminals up for just, 2-3 days, and then they just let them back out on the streets. I wouldn't say the justice system is corrupt like the United States is, but you should really be giving convicted offenders like harsher penalties, you know? Just like when those friggin' teenagers around my age who swore and killed a homeless man late at frickin' night. Blame that. You know something? When I first heard about that story, I was like, why would they? I know they're minors, right? But why the hell would you just keep their identity a secret? Just name the fucking parents, right? So we can all know how shameful these girls were, and they're probably not going to regret their actions. But guess what? They might be on permanent bail. They won't have a cell phone or anything. Look, there's Route 83 Jones, Nova LFS from 2015. But yeah, anyway, that's my story. And we're going downhill here. Yeah, look. Most of the snow has melted here. Is this feeling like spring already? I mean, I know it's early February, and also spring is next month. I would say we're a little over halfway through the winter. Relatively cold, typical, snowy, but I don't think we're getting anywhere snow in the forecast. At least for this week. But you never know, there could be more rounds, and then there could be more to end off winter in March. But the good thing is I'm wearing sunglasses. It's crazy because when I left home it was slightly cloudy, and then when the subway was going over the Bloor Viaduct, the sun really came out that quickly. And look at this. There's not much clouds in the sky, which I'm very happy for. Hallelujah! Love that. There's I can't even see the street sign here. I know I'm wearing sunglasses, but let me walk on the left here. Yeah, anyway, there's a lot of crossing guards here. How many schools are there? What, 5, 6? What, is this the third one we're going to be passing? Anyway, a lot of the homes here are nice. I think I'll take this down to Queen Street in the Leslieville neighborhood and go east. Yep, that's another school right there. How many schools are in this area? Look at that. That's the, don't know if you guys can see, but that's the Franco-Ontarian flag. Because we have a lot of Francophones that live here in the province. Well, specifically in Eastern Ontario. But there's also a few here in the Toronto, the GTA. Look, that's a TSB public school on the right. This here is a Francophone school. Makes you feel like you're in Quebec, but no. Yeah, and yes, Toronto does have a few French language schools. Not sure how many of them, but definitely going to improve go and improve or learn your French. I bet you a lot of the teachers and staff, they probably learned French growing up, or maybe they're from Quebec, who knows? It gets you somewhere when you learn French. Nice mural here as we're passing underneath the rail corridor, which consists of the two GO Transit commuter lines and Via Rail. Been filming for 10 minutes. How are we not at Gerrard Street yet? Hopefully this video doesn't drag on for a while. Because if it took like less than 30 minutes to get from Queen to Danforth along Greenwood, it should probably take the same. I think going around lunchtime on a day like this, more ideal for walking here in the East End or in the West End, who knows? At least in the old part of Toronto. There's already other parts of my home borough of York I could film. Look at that, eh? Never knew you can get a little bridge like right over the alleyway. That's freaking cool. But it's not like Montreal when you got like apartments that's attached together. It's very European. It's like you're going to like the Plateau or something like that. And it's true because, you know, when I went to Montreal last year, I couldn't believe that all the apartments are there. They're just close to each other. It feels like that's why Montreal's neighborhoods are charming, like better than ours. It gets very lively there. But we could be better, for sure. I don't think we have any other neighborhoods that are like a Plateau in Montreal. Although maybe I could consider Bright Street a Plateau-esque like street. A lot of a lot of colorful homes on that street. So they kind of give me some Montreal vibes. But we aren't exactly copying other cities. Well, maybe New York. Because you know how we always talk about TO, New York City. But also with our skyline in general, it feels like we're competing with Chicago. This might be a good thumbnail opportunity here. Guys are coming up to Gerrard Street, and here's yet another school. So I believe we're still in the Riverdale neighborhood, but once we get to Dundas, we'll be in the interesting Leslieville neighborhood. I will film another walking video heading east. Look, there's a lot of high school kids here. And it's very typical. Oh, this is Riverdale Collegiate Institute. Nice. I think this is where I haven't watched Degrassi in like years and years. I don't think I grew up with it much, but I'm pretty sure Riverdale was like the setting of the series. Part of it, anyways. I gotta like search it up. Sorry, I haven't really watched Degrassi growing up. Look, that's an old pizza there. You can tell by the orange, white background. There's Route 506. Filmed a ride on that route. Just a month after it's, or was it 4 weeks after construction wrapped up, at least on the central portion of the line. It's a long one. It took like 50 minutes to get from Main Street to U of T St. George. I think I'm gonna stay on this side of Jones. Don't really feel like crossing over, and besides, I'm gonna be heading east anyway, so. I want to try and get 3 walking videos today. So this is 1 of 3. Oh, look at this. Somebody effed up the vending machine here. It's what you would see like in like many offices or educational centers, you know? They're very typical. Oh wow, look at that. I know it might be slightly rebuilt, but it's a nice exterior. I love it. It's just like It's like you're getting like more park vibes or Rosedale Heights. Man, I'm definitely used to walking long distances, but I don't think I would walk from like home to Yonge and Dundas, or even like friggin' Bloor and Jane to downtown, or Victoria Park in Danforth. Nah, wouldn't do that. Though I might be tempted to, because if you know, I filmed a lot of back-to-back walking videos on different streets. I can see where Jones Avenue ends at Queen Street, so I think we're now in Leslieville. It's a very interesting neighborhood. Last summer, it was last spring, I filmed a walking video where I went along Queen from Jones to Broadview, and it was actually both in the Leslieville and Riverside neighborhoods. But this time I'll be heading east, probably to Coxwell. And then maybe I'll head to East York and film one, and then maybe I'll head to my other home at Keelsau Eglinton West, which is in York. I've already talked about it a lot of times. Or maybe if I have time, maybe I could film a walking video somewhere in York, like Rockcliffe Smythe. Brand new townhouses. Yeah, this is typically a good spring-like day to be in such a interesting, typical neighborhood like this. Look, that looks run down here on this home. And there's a few semi-detached houses like these two, for example. You can see here the window looks a bit rusty on that end. Oh, another cute house here. I have an assignment due on Wednesday. I got a lot of it done yesterday and some this morning. So now here is Dundas Street East, but it's not that interesting here. It's just mostly like residential, like nothing. There's like nothing good about it. Hence, I think that's why there's no bus that runs along this part of Dundas. Though I could definitely do Gerrard Street between, let's say, Main Street to Coxwell, because you're pretty much getting a constant look at the skyline. Look, here's a public library. That's like the 8th crossing guard I've seen. Look, there's the same bus I saw, 8483. Back at, that's like a couple minutes ago. He's all the way back here. Maybe it is better taking the bus down to Dow Jones, or not. Actually, maybe it is. Look, I see an apartment building. Might be some activity up ahead. That's probably Carlisle Avenue, if I'm not mistaken. At the next street lights. Could be wrong, but from the looks of it, it might be. Thank you. Just giving a nod to the guy here. And there's Queen coming up ahead. And don't forget, Queen Street is a very common street name, named after, of course, Your Highness, well, the past monarchs. And of course, Queen Street is pretty much well known in Brampton, I think Waterloo region as well, Ottawa. Don't know where else. But it's very prominent here in Ontario. Where are all the squirrels? You know, I was leaving my place, I did see one. But it's warm outside already. Why the hell did I wear this jacket? Where are the squirrels? Must be hiding on the trees. I'm not actually hot, but I'm gonna zip it down. Actually, I don't know if I can because I got the strap on. It's hard to do with just one hand. Oh, that's another bus coming up. Alright, I knew there was 2 buses along the 83. There might be more at rush hour, but we're just almost done here. Yeah, I think between videos I'm just gonna zip it down. So, welcome, bienvenue to Leslieville. Route 83 is on my list of bus tours to film. Well, despite that I filmed one last year, it wasn't all the way down to Commissioner Street, right at the Portland's neighborhood. This is 8514. I think it's a 2016 bus. And there's Leslie Grove Park. I think Leslie Street might be west of here, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, psst. Hey, kitty. Hi. How are you doing? Let me grab a picture of you. I see a lot of cats around lately. Aw. Nice gray cat. My cousin Emily has one. She's had for, I think, 14 years. I love cats, but I wish I had one. Well, we're just about to wrap it up. I'll just zip down my jacket and I'll start my second walking video along Queen. So you can look for that. I typically publish my videos in chronological order. At least dates were filmed. And that just sorts out by the category, like the walking videos or the transit videos or other stuff. Doesn't matter, but I want to make sure I get a lot stocked up. At least because I already have a lot of TTC content that's yet to be published, so I was gonna go to Mississauga, but maybe I'll do that Wednesday, since it's gonna be a nice week. But here we are, so I want to thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, as always, stay tuned for more videos and check out my efforts as well, and I just want to say happy new week, so stay safe. Look, not in service, and then there's a trading car up ahead. I think they just came from the Leslie Streetcar Barns. But that's gonna be it, so stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out. Adios.